Counting up for our swag, scaling ritual. Swag come with caution, lane. Skip around me. Whipping with the league is exactly where you found me. Hell in the game, give the competition cold feet. Kill the beat like Cam Beezy and Lanita told me.
Swags on the ring the scale. My swags on the ring the scale. My swags on the ring the scale. My swags on the ring the scale.
And I be swagging out the tail, step out, oh yeah. I be swagging out the tail, step out, oh yeah. I be swagging out the tail, step out, oh yeah. I be swagging out the tail, step out, oh yeah.
Swagger so turned up, I done broke the knob. Ripping through the club, they like, oh my God. You know who I am, I be with the fam. I see the girls hate on me, but I don't give a damn. I be about my money, you can call me Uncle Sam. He say, boy, you think you swaggered up, and I be like, it's man. You ain't gotta feel me, cause I'm feeling myself. But the scale on my own, I don't need nobody help.
Swags on the ring the scale. My swags on the ring the scale. My swags on the ring the scale. My swags on the ring the scale.
And I be swagging out the tail, step out, oh yeah.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Atlanta Falcons, man, in the Super Bowl taking on the New England cheating-ass Patriots. And we're brought to you by firefan.com. Go to firefan.com, man, and register for my leagues. On the first page, put in the promo code TDSS. That's the acronym for the Doug Stewart Show. And then search the Doug Stewart Show, and you'll find my leagues, man. And whenever we play Fire Fan, get down with us and have some fun with that. All right? Let me grab a call before I even get into everything else I wanted to. This person called earlier, and somebody called earlier, and I wasn't able to grab the call. So let me grab this call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
This is Big Apple Bastard.
Man, good morning, Big Apple Bastard. How you doing, brother?
Doing fine, sir. How are you?
Big Apple Bastard, I'm doing good, man. What are your thoughts about everything going on in the world of sports, man? Falcons going to the Super Bowl. I just went in on this cat in Boston. Big Apple Bastard, man, I'm glad. First of all, let me say this. I'm glad that we started the year off on the right foot, Big Apple Bastard. Yeah.
You had a good year in 2016 until you came out with that bogus BPA award.
Whoa. Wait a minute, Big Apple Bastard. That was not a bogus award. The people voted. It was the people's will that voted you as Buster of the Year in sports, entertainment, and beyond. I had nothing to do with that. I'll put my hand on a stack of Bibles, Big Apple Bastard. You did that all on your own, brother, with a lot of the actions that you did in 2016, man. That was all on you, Big Apple Bastard.
Well, it's a big question. What has more credibility? Me winning the BPA award for the year or Donald Trump winning the presidency?
Ooh.
I mean, what have more credibility? But I ain't calling about that.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let's talk about it a little bit more, though. I mean, Big Apple Bastard, that's a very good point. I was shocked, just like everybody else in Stew Nation, that you actually beat out the orange guy for Buster of the Year. I was very, very shocked about that. But once again, I want to remind you, and I want to make sure that we're on the same page about this. It was the people's will that voted you as Buster of the Year in sports, entertainment, and beyond. Do you understand? Do you just accept that gracefully and we can move on, or what? You talk to me. You tell me.
Well, I think there's a whole lot of hanging chads in that little balloting box. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be a recount.
Okay, well, you know what, Big Apple Bastard, in previous times I would have just shot your ass off the air just now, but this is a new Doug Stewart. Go ahead with your comment, sir.
Okay, I got two things. I got a comment about the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
I got a comment about the Knicks. since the Knicks gonna show you the rap and you got a gun, I don't say that for last.
Right.
I'm gonna start with the Falcons. Now the Falcons, this is the best thing that happened for the Falcons, sports wise, is playing the New England Patriots. Because you look at it, in '91 they played Minnesota. You know, Kirby Puckett, everybody's rooting for Minnesota. In '96 they went up against the Yankees. Everybody's rooting for the Yankees. The Yankees ain't winning in 20 years.
Right.
Right. So then they went up against Green Bay. In the Super Bowl. Everybody's going for Brett Favre, get him a Super Bowl ring. You know, this is the first time where the whole country is rooting for Atlanta.
Right.
It's the best thing to happen for Atlanta sports franchise. Baseball, football, basketball, whatever, is playing and hated New England Patriots. This is going to do a lot for the franchise, Doug.
You know what?
Think about it.
You know what, Big Apple Bastard? Maybe you were somewhere on the West Coast or you were dropping off some stuff. He's a truck driver. And you didn't hear me talk about this, but I said the same thing earlier. I agree with you 100%, man. The Falcons have a unique opportunity to build an incredible new fan base of young people because outside of, and I had an article that I talked about too yesterday, outside of 100 miles outside of the city of Foxborough, Boston, Massachusetts, nobody else in America should be rooting for the New England Patriots this weekend. All right, they may not necessarily be Falcons fans, but they can't root for the Patriots and their history. So great point, bruh.
Yes, sir. And now, Doug,
yes, sir.
The last thing I want to talk to you about is you talking about my Knicks.
Yeah.
Now, I want to show you the rap.
Appreciate the call, Big Apple Bastard, man. 404-382-0338. Hey, a great call. Great call by the Big Apple Bastard. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let me say this. Let me say this about the Big Apple Bastard. And I sincerely mean it. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you for taking the mature route, being the bigger man, and working with the Doug Stewart Show. You know, if you're new to the show, man, we've had some real tumultuous times between me and Big Apple Bastard. We have. And I think like he had a New Year's resolution or something, man, and he turned over one of them leaves or whatever, that he was going to be a kinder, gentler Big Apple Bastard, man. I appreciate you, brother. I'm sorry, what was that? Nick talk? Nah, we ain't got no time for no Nick talk. We ain't got time for no Nick's talk. Quick little story. I've been pulling out all these little stories over the last week. Concerning the Atlanta Falcons, kind of like some little side top conversations for not the Falcons per se, but the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 51 LI next week Sunday in Houston, Texas. And the Falcons taking on the Patriots. But found a real cool article that came out a couple of days ago by Mike Sando from ESPN.com. And he actually ranks all the Super Bowl MVPs. He actually ranks all the Super Bowl MVPs. You know, you have 50 years of Super Bowls or 50 years of champions. I think they actually include, the teams or the league before it merged together, the AFL and NFL into one. And so he gives and ranks all 50 MVPs just like I did yesterday with the top teams. I'm not going to go through them all. Let's just talk about the top 10. At number 10, he's got the great Larry Zonka, running back in Miami Dolphins, Super Bowl III. So was that Super Bowl III, was that the 72 Dolphins, the undefeated team? The Dolphins attempted 7 passes during their 24-7 victory over the Minnesota Vikings to claim their second consecutive Super Bowl victory. So obviously I think it was the 73 championship. But that's an interesting little fact right there before I even get to number 9. Is the Dolphins in a Super Bowl game. This will tell you how much the game has changed. The Dolphins attempted 7 passes in the Super Bowl game. That'll tell you how much the game has changed. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all if Tom Brady and Matt Ryan in the Super Bowl throw the ball over 40 times. And that's just a little indicator of how much the game has changed. The only thing I remember about Larry Zonka, so when the Dolphins were in their heyday and they won their Super Bowls or whatever, I was 3 or 4 years old. But my first real experience and understanding of the greatness of Larry Zonka, running back for the Dolphins, I guess they call him a fullback, was Joe Montana Football, a video game that I played when we were in college. Larry Zonka was unstoppable. If you remember the evolution of the video games, the video football games, first you had, the Atari video game with the 3 men against the 3 men, and then came Tecmo Bowl, and after Tecmo Bowl came Sega Genesis. And then there was this football game on Sega Genesis called Joe Montana Football. And they actually, I think that may have been the first time where you were able to pull up all the legendary historical teams, great teams. And if you had the 72 Dolphins on Joe Montana Football and just gave the ball to Larry Zonka, he would easily get you 400 yards rushing. At number 9 on his list, he's got Terrell Davis, running back for the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 32. John Elway only completed 12 of 22 passes. Wow, and that's kind of like modern time footballs, for only 123 yards with no touchdowns and 1 interception. And Terrell Davis, man, 30 carries, 157 yards. He's got him at number 9. And number 8, Joe Flacco. That's right, Joe Flacco. What is this? I don't even know the number of the Super Bowl. Super Bowl XLV11. And, it's kind of tricky to read those Roman numerals. You remember when you learned about Roman numerals when you were in, middle school or something like that? So at some point, you have to subtract from 1. So somebody in the chat room can tell me that are good on their Roman numerals from when they learned in middle school. Super Bowl XLV11. So that's 10. The L is 5. And then there's another, the V. No, the L is, I'm not exactly sure. The L is 50, right? It's Super Bowl LI. So the L has to be a 50. I don't know. But Joe Flacco is number 8 on his list, man. He got the 34-31 victory over the San Francisco 49ers a couple of years ago. You remember that's when Colin Kaepernick played in the game. The 49ers defense finished the 2012 regular season ranked among the NFL's top 5 in a long list of categories. But Flacco, man, he still balled out of control. His first half touchdown passes gave Baltimore a 21-6 halftime lead before the power went out early in the third quarter. Y'all remember that? The 49ers stormed back to make a game close, but Flacco's early brilliance was enough for Baltimore. He finished the day completing 22 of 33 passes for 287 yards, 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Number 7 is John Riggins, another big fullback back in the day, running back for the Washington Redskins in Super Bowl 17, XVII. So John Riggins in Super Bowl 17. Then at number 6, he's got Emmitt Smith, Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl in Super Bowl 28. XXV and 3 I's. Emmett had 30 carries and 132 yards. Emmett had 30 carries, 132 yards. That's one of the losses for the Buffalo Bills in the mid-90s, and the Cowboys got it done. At number 5, he's got Jerry Rice, San Francisco 49ers wide receiver in Super Bowl 13. The 49ers' 2016 victory over the Cincinnati Bengals is famous for John Taylor's winning catch and Bill Walsh's coaching in his final game. But Jerry Rice had 11 receptions for 215 yards. Yeah. And now he's got chicken wings, cut into his damn face mask. It's a shame. Doug Williams comes in at number 4 on the list.